7 reasons why Jesus may have waited to teach the apostles to pray only after they had asked. And I'm going to share those with you. 1, the magnetism of the secret place. I believe the primary reason Jesus waited was to establish the principle of attraction over promotion. In the modern world, we are obsessed with promotion. We scream our message. We use calls to action. We try to convince people to follow us by telling them why they should. But Jesus' primary marketing tool was his own peace. The apostles were observing Jesus. They saw him slip away to deserted places. Early in the morning, they saw him return from those moments with a power and a serenity that was completely foreign to them. They were like children watching a father work in a workshop. They didn't need to be told the work was important. They could see the beauty of what was being created. This is what theologians often call holy envy. Jesus wanted them to crave what he had. If he had taught them to pray on day 1, it would have been a rule. Because he waited until they asked, it became a rescue. They realized, wait, the reason he can handle the Pharisees, the reason he can stay calm in the storm, the reason he can love the unlovable is because of that thing he does on the mountain. What is that thing? We need it now. For a moment, ask yourself, is your faith magnetic? If someone watched your life from the outside, would they eventually come to you and ask, how do you have that peace? Or are we so busy talking about the rules of the faith that we forget to live the beauty of the faith? Second reason, Jesus waited because prayer cannot be imposed like a classroom assignment. Prayer is not merely information. Prayer is communion. You can force a child to memorize words, but you cannot force the child's heart to love. You can teach the mouth to speak, but only grace can awaken the soul to desire God. Jesus does not drag the human heart into intimacy. He invites, he reveals, he waits. The waiting is not indifference. It is reverence for the mystery of love. Love does not force itself. Love calls, love attracts, love awakens. And prayer at its deepest is love responding to love. So when the apostles asked, Lord, teach us to pray, something had already happened inside them. Their request was not just a request for instruction. It was consent. They were saying, Lord, we are ready to be taught. Lord, bring us into what we have seen in you. Lord, do not let us remain spectators of your communion with the Father. Teach us to enter it. 3, the dignity of human agency. The third reason Jesus waits for the question is because he deeply respects our agency. In the legal world, we talk a lot about standing or consent. You cannot represent someone who hasn't asked for it one way or the other. There is a spiritual version of this too. God is a father, not a dictator. He waits for the invite. By waiting for the apostles to ask, Jesus was ensuring that their hearts were actually open. If you pour water into a jar that has a lid on, you just get a mess. The ask is the moment the lid comes off. Think about the relationship between a parent and a child. A parent can lecture a teenager for hours about how to drive a car, and the teen might roll their eyes. But the moment that teen is behind the wheel and realizes they don't know how to parallel park, and they look over and ask, how do I do this? That is the moment the teaching actually sticks. Jesus was waiting for the apostles to feel their own inadequacy. He wanted them to realize that they couldn't do what he did without the connection he had.